2 of the Jerry Jones experience with my Toronto Mounties. If you watched the last video, you would know that we took a pretty bad L. Took a really bad L to the Detroit Lions. We lost 38-15 to start the season. Not how you want to start it, but with a team that's 67 overall. Not expecting too many wins out of this team. At the end, and then just quickly at the end of the last video, I did put Kobe Brissett on the block to see what we could get for him, and we didn't get any offers for him. So, and the way that the league's working, you can only trade guys if you put them on the block. So with that in mind, to start this week off, I'm actually going to go ahead and put Robert Foster on the trade block as well. So that puts us to, if you guys watched the video that I did with Gold Sparrow at the end to finish off the second season, him and I did make a trade where I traded away one of my ends to him for Josh Jones. No offers. I was just saying that I didn't get any offers for Jacoby Brissett. And then I don't know if you saw it, but I put Robert Foster on the block too. He had a couple of drop passes in the last game that I wasn't too happy about. So we'll see what we get next week. I don't know if we will get anything for him, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to. Why'd you do that trade? And while I wait for Sparrow to respond to that, I'm gonna look at my lineup real quick. So I have two. I have two non-scheme fit players playing on the roster, on the starting lineup, I should say. So I only have the two non-scheme fits, so if I do make a move bring in someone that is that I will have the flexibility of being able to acquire anyone. I'm kind of just hoping to get draft picks, in all honesty, because I could use the draft picks, but you know, get this moving along. We have hidden talent, normal, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on Russell Lumen and Jacoby Brissett. So, medium and pass. Let's see if that. Let's just use deep pass that one so we can get quarterback in the offensive line. Simulate both of those. That works out. We do have some upgrades training. Let's see what we got. Ooh, and nice. That's what we needed, is offensive line help. Elijah Wilkinson is going to now become a 69. Improving that offensive line a little bit. And then we have Harry Palko. He's going to become a 67, but I really am trying to get him to become an agile to kind of fit this scheme. So we'll see how long it takes us to get to that. There's nothing else that we need to do, although I do kind of want to see who is out on the trade block. No real quarterbacks out there. Press the wrong button. 68. Utah. If he was a free agent, that'd be one thing, but then got a bunch of running backs that are out there. Because you wanted me to take a cap hit. That's fine. That's fine. It really wasn't much of a cap hit. It was like a couple $100,000, if I remember correctly. fact, you know, let's take a look. Yeah, oh, I have 2 million. Essentially 2 million in cap hit for the next couple seasons. Which, I mean, eh. What do you mean I took a 10 mil cap hit? I have the cap penalties, but I don't see a cap hit. Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna look? You really thought I wasn't gonna look? Actually, you know, while I'm over here, let's go ahead and take a look at the stadium. Let's upgrade. Let's upgrade this real quick. I'm gonna upgrade the seating. Get that to a level 3. And then I'm also gonna spend money on concessions, get that improved, and the team store. Yeah, let's do parking too. So now we've got 4 upgrades in. We're still at over 200 million in available funds, but that does improve our stadium overall. Gives us more options to increase that revenue. And let's take a look at the finances side of things here. We are a little under 2 million negative, but only because our first game of the year was on the road and not at home. So we're not worried too much about that. So let's actually go take a look at marketing. Don't really have players that we could really market. Quincy Wilson ends up being unmarketable. No, scratch that, John Rossler. It's interesting how they come up. It's interesting how they come up with this. And Janoris Jenkins is up there too. But it's interesting how they kind of come up with how to pick and choose. We are 30th in overall popularity. Not bad. Not bad. I thought we were going to be somewhere along the lines of like 32. I thought we were going to be 32nd, in all honesty. Media relations, they're okay, but we're not happy with the recent success. But that's fine. It's still early. Let's go. Go back to the front. Good value, good value. Now that we've got restart, let's drop this down 1. Caribou. Oh, we got the caribou burger. I'm gonna leave those at the value they are. Ooh, the maple glazed donut. It's kind of cool to have, you know, delicacies of like the city. Like, I mean, poutine, maple glazed donut, caribou burger. I mean, that's pretty solid. So I'm okay there. Yeah, revenue-wise, it's the player salaries that kind of balloon everything. But you sent your fantasy football team for analysis. Who'd you send? Was it that one site you were showing me? And I did tell you, I mean, if you're gonna have Jameis Winston as your starter, like, that'd actually be a pretty interesting concept if you included jersey sales and like a player's morale. That'd be pretty good. But then again, I don't think they would. I don't think they'd do it. But going back to your fantasy football team, like as we're gonna get the team started, you have Jameis Winston as your starter. Like, what do you expect? Like, I admittedly am not a huge fan of Jameis Winston. I think, you know, not just solely looking on the field, I think he's wildly inconsistent. And while he does have talent, I don't necessarily think he's gonna, you know, kind of corral it in. I mean, you gotta risk it. I mean, yeah, you do have to risk it for the biscuit, I guess. But at the same time, like, there probably is a better quarterback out there in free agency. So, you know, let's go ahead, change the speed to slow real quick, and let's get this going. You know, I think I've made this point before, but for me, I like the arena music better than the actual Madden menu music.
Let's go.
Oh, man. I mean, hopefully he doesn't lose the starting job. Hopefully Jameis Winston doesn't lose the starting job, and hopefully Jameis Winston doesn't, you know, doesn't commit as many turnovers as he's known to do. Ooh, and that is going to be Philip Lindsay breaking a tackle on the first play of the game for a 6-yard gain. And let's look at this. Let's look at this Broncos offensive line. Looks pretty good. Garrett Bowles right there at left tackle. They've got Alshon Jeffrey, Royce Freeman, Philip Lindsay. That is a solid group of. That's a solid group of guys that they've got at the specialty spots. Nelson Aguilar, one of my favorite receivers in the NFL. As Philip Lindsay's gonna get past the line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
You know, Godwin could be a great receiver, but I mean, if Jameis Winston doesn't hit him consistently, then you're not gonna get. He's not gonna make much of a difference. I mean, look at it. Look at it this way. They had Mike Evans, who was like top 5 receiver in the league, in my opinion. As we're taking a look at our defense here, nothing's really changed. I didn't adjust the depth chart in any way, so it's the same starters from last week. Josh Jones and Tedrick Thompson. Our safeties looked pretty good last week, but we'll see what happens this week. But yeah, dude, I think they had Mike Evans as a top 5 receiver, and Jameis Winston still had a bad year last year. Ooh, look at those exclamation points. He knows. He knows. And the line picks up does beautifully to block that, and they get a first down. I think Denver is starting the rookie quarterback at a SC, the first round pick. So that's gonna be a nice catch, and they're in our Mountie territory. Come on, guys. We got to get a stop. They cannot score on this first drive. So they got the tight end in motion. This is going to be a handoff to Royce Freeman, and he's not going to get much. Maybe 3 yards. Setting up a 2nd and 7. Yep, 3 yards. They've got 4 wide receivers there. They got the formation right there. They've got and he's going to hit the. I guess he's not going to hit it. He's going to throw it at the feet of his receiver, setting up a 3rd and 7 on the game. Not what you want to see out of a rookie quarterback, but he is a 77 overall, so he's better than our quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, and that's going to be a first down, as that receiver right there does a great job of blocking to make sure he gets enough space to get just enough of a first down. Here we go, 1st and 10 at the 20. Yeah. But Sparrow, if you're still watching, like, your team looks pretty good. From what I saw, your team looks pretty good. David Johnson, Lindsey Fields. I mean, you've got some dudes, but the problem is if one guy has an off day, that's it. Because I don't know if Jameis Winston's going to be the answer. And Philip Lindsay's out. He's hurt. Not what you want to see, but we will take it as we get a false start right there on the right tackle.
False start.
Yep.
offense.
Here we go. 3rd and 17 at the 32-yard line.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
The point of I mean, I guess, but I mean, I personally probably would have tried to get at least one quarterback. I probably would have tried to get a quarterback that wasn't Jameis Winston, but again, that's just me. In one league, I have Pat Mahomes. In one league, I have Drew Brees. So, I mean, that kick is good. It looks like it hit the inside of the outright. I thought that was going to be a missed field goal. I honestly thought that was going to be a missed field goal, but hits the post. It's in. They're up. They take an early 3-0 lead. Ooh, Phillips gets rocked. Whoa, there. I did not need to see that. That was...
Ready? 22. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Man left. 3 down. Hey.
So, but like, when was the first QB taken? Like, what round? Like, was Mahomes the first quarterback taken? Like in the 3rd?
That's it, baby.
Like, that's the one thing I don't really see. Use 2nd round. Oh. Well, okay. Like, but like I said, I understand you not taking a quarterback right away, especially when it sounds like there was like a couple sets of runs in the second around the 2nd and 4th round. But again, like, hell, even having someone like, I don't know. I guess ultimately what it comes, some took 2 quarterbacks for the 6th. That's why. Like, that's a really bad decision, in my opinion, to take 2 quarterbacks out of the 6th round. You're essentially saying that the quarterback is the most important position, and that, when it comes to fantasy, that's not necessarily the case. But I mean, at the same time, I think my concern is just, bias, because I don't necessarily think Jameis Winston is a starting caliber quarterback. I honestly think someone like Jacoby Brissett could have a better year than Jameis Winston. Like, I think Jacoby Brissett could have a better year. Just looking at a quarterback in a comparable situation.
Come on.
Like, of course you got a bunch of guys that are probably ahead, but at the same time, Jacoby Brissett was taken. Ooh. And you picked up Winston. If I remember looking at that photo correctly, you picked up Winston late, like 8th round late. So, I mean, like, I get it. I get it's too scary to get the first to get. Winston looking pretty good to start this draft. Like, here we go. That's gonna be and he's hurt again. Another injury as he gets to the 1-yard line. Another one. Like DJ Khaled, another one. As we got 2nd and goal here after 1. That's gonna be a jet sweep. It's gonna be Book. Robert Foster is gonna take a 3-yard loss on that, setting up a 3rd and goal after 3. Yeah, like I said, like, I understand why when you took them, and looking at like how the rest of your draft played out, as we get a touchdown. There we go. That is Anderson coming up with the touchdown run. That'll give us our first rushing touchdown of the year. And I don't know what that green light was that flew down onto the offensive lineman, but that is a touchdown. That is a good point after kick, and we are up 7-3 midway through the first quarter. I mean, we'll see. I mean, you never know. There could be another quarterback that comes up if you really need to. If you need to reassess the quarterback position. and you've got a bunch of dudes that you got a bunch of skill guys that you could probably bundle in a trade to get someone better if you need to commit, do a trade mid-plane. Wait, you have Josh Allen? I don't think I saw Josh Allen on your on the picture you sent, as we've got a screen pass out there that is red like a book. Bowen. Hold on. Oh yeah, dude. I didn't even see Josh Allen on there. I think I only saw up to Jameis Winston. I mean, Josh Allen will probably end up being your starter more so than Jameis Winston, in my opinion. So I guess you can take back what I said. Let's put it that way. You can take back what I said, as Bowen's got all the time in the world to throw, and he's going to find his running back for a 1-yard gain, setting up a 4th and 20. Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing all these exclamation points, man. I'm not used to it. I know you were telling me about them the other day, but I'm not used to them as we get rocked, and we'll start our next drive at our 18-yard line. Oh man. All right, here we go. First down. We've got 2 receivers, a couple tight ends. This is going to be a play action pass. As Brissett finds his receiver for a nice 20+ yard gain. Cody Brissett, 6 of 7 to start the game. Jalen Strong coming out with his first grab of the game. Jalen Strong's looking pretty good, gotta say. And we've got the screen pass that was... Did he get tackled? I mean, I don't know what happened. Jalen Strong's not from San Diego State. Jalen Strong, one of the best... Oh, yeah, his knees did hit the ground. Jalen Strong from the University of Arizona. He's from Arizona State. He's from ASU. Brissett. Okay. 7-9 now. I don't know what that was about, but... Oh, the Broncos QB. No, I think he's from SC. He's going the deep bomb. He's going to find his receiver. That is a beautiful catch, but that was dropped. No. Treadwell, you got to catch those, man. You got to catch those. Oh, that's so disappointing. Anyways, we have to punt on 4th down. Anger up the punt. That is a beautiful punt to see. That's going to bounce. And is going to take perfect bounce at the 2. Great field position for this defense. Transfer to... Oh, man. You and your Aztecs, man, I swear. I'm surprised you haven't tried to acquire Penny yet to make your to complete your team. And we've got the carry from Royce Freeman getting to the 5. That's a 3-yard carry. Gives them a little bit of extra room to operate as we get a 2nd and 7 here. With a minute left in the first quarter. We'll probably only see 1 or 2 more plays. We've got the screen pass to Nelson Aguilar for a 7-yard gain, setting up a 3rd and 1. I think it's the offensive lineman that has it. Their center. Ooh, that was almost picked off. That was almost a pick. And if he would have caught that, he would have been gone for a touchdown. Oh, no. Oh, man. Yeah, it's their center that's the X factor. That's why you see the exclamation points. This ball is going to be returned by Phillips. He's going to get solid yards. I should be. I don't have anything planned. Just let me know when you go on, or either let me know when you go on, or let me know when you go to week 2, and then or are ready to advance to week 3, and I'll hop on. Have a safe flight, dude. Hopefully, it should be a pretty quick flight for you, but enjoy it. Relax a little bit, and I'll talk to you soon. as we get Jalen Strong coming in with the 5-yard catch set for 3rd and 5, and that will end the first quarter with our Toronto Mounties up 7-3. Here we go. We got the 3rd and 5 for set. He's gonna find that's Davis on the catch, but that's gonna be short. We're gonna see our second punt of the day. Play head to head. We'll see. I'm not opposed to it, but we'll see what happens after this game. I gotta get through this and get all my stuff ready on my end before. But if you want, we can try to play one-on-one after. I'm not very good. I'll tell you that now. I'm not very good. So you probably will win, but I'm more than willing to play if you want to. There we go. We got 1st and 10 here. Good solid yardage for the Broncos. Bowen's back to throw. He's got time. He's gonna find his receiver for the catch. I think that's Aguilar with the first down. Yep, 15 catches there. Here we go. We got a 1st and 10 at the 47. Bowen with the handoff to Royce Freeman. That's going to be a nice little 4-yard gain for him, setting up a 2nd and 6. Are you PlayStation or Xbox? I feel like I should have asked that before agreeing, but PlayStation or Xbox? Because if you're PlayStation, we could do it. Because that's what I'm planning on right now. But if it's Xbox, I unfortunately won't be able to. So just let me know as we get the handoff to. Ooh, that's Royce Freeman coming up with a huge run right there. Oh, perfect. We could definitely play after this. It sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. What's your team? Ooh, you get a catch coming at the middle. Beautiful throw there to set up a 1st and goal at the 4. 1st and goal. You're gonna play with the Browns. The Browns look pretty good this season. The Browns look pretty good this year. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, with Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry, with Baker Mayfield quarterback, Nick Chubb looking pretty good. Man, that offense is gonna be killer. But I'm in. I gotta get through this. But after I get through this, we'll play. Here we go. But with that touchdown and point after, the Broncos are up 10-7. We are going to actually return this ball and get stopped at the 20-yard line. Those are the ones that you don't like to see, where you probably should have just sat back and taken that touchback to get to the 25. We've got an empty backfield to start the drive per set. Rolling around a little bit, gets the complete pass to Uzomah. For the 1st down. That is going to be a 15-yard pass to set up the first down at the 35-yard line. The 35-yard line. Let's see here. Brissett back. Gets a nice little completion. That is a nice catch and run for another 1st down. That is Robert Foster with the catch. 18 yards on that catch. It's definitely what you like to see. We got a 1st and 10 here at the 47. Brissett. Oh, that's going to be a screen pass, and then to Robert Foster. He's going to run backwards and lose 3 yards on that throw. Not what you want to see. Again, not what you want to see off a screen pass like that. Von Miller coming up with the tackle. As Brissett, 2nd and 13, will hit Jake Butt. No, not Jake Butt. I apologize. That is Franks with the 5-yard catch, setting up a 3rd and 8 here on the 44-yard line. Here we go. Time to put it down. Brissett's got some time. He's going to hit Uzomah off in the flat, but he is not going to get nowhere near the 1st down. And he's actually going to, I think he lost yards on that play, setting up a 4th and 10. Bringing on the punt team. Not what you want to see out of with that drive. Punt is up. He goes out of bounds at the 24. That's only a 23-yard punt. Definitely not what you want to see. You ideally would want to pin them inside the 20, but we'll see what kind of happens here as we get 1st and 10. Handoff is to Royce Freeman. Royce Freeman is going to run right into our Mountie defender, setting up the 6-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 4 here at the 29-yard line. Yeah, this Broncos offense doesn't look too bad. Royce Freeman looks like he's gonna be looks legit so far in this game. 7 carries, 49 yards after that run, setting up 3rd and inches. That's pretty solid. That's 7 yards a carry. As we get another handoff to Royce Freeman. Royce Freeman gonna get just enough for a 1st down, getting him to halfway to 100. And we will have a 1st and 10 here at the 36. Josh Jones on the tackle, his 3rd of the day already. There's going to be a play action pass. Bowen's going to have all the time in the world. He's going to hit Nelson Aguilar for the catch, who breaks a couple tackles, but finally getting brought down at the 48-yard line. Man. Josh Jones with his 4th tackle already. Solid Bowen back to throw all the time. He's going to find his target for another catch. He's 14 to 17 for 123 yards. Ooh. Noah Font right there with the catch. His 3rd of the day. He's got 39 yards. This is not what you want to see if you're looking at it from my perspective, because I'm trying to build his Mounties up to be a dynasty. His Royce Freeman with the carry. He's got 9 carries for 58 yards, setting up a 2nd and 4 at the 24. Bowen play action. He's going to throw a laser to his target for a 1st down. That could have been picked if it was thrown a little bit more in front of that receiver. But as it stands, he's got 1st and 10 at the 11. Royce Freeman breaking a tackle, getting 3 yards, 2 or 3 yards, depending on how you want to spot it and how you want to add it up. We get hopefully it's a neutral encroachment. Damn, not what you want to see from Beasley. He's our best end too, so it's not even like it was like a rookie or someone who's not very good getting that type of play. That's one of our best players, and that's Royce Freeman coming up, spinning around, losing 2 yards on the run, puts up a 3rd and 5. And that's Beasley making up for his penalty. 3rd and 5 here at the 6. Exclamation points because the center is an X factor. Bowen finds Freeman at the line of scrimmage. Are they going to give him the 1st? Yes, they are. So they've got a fresh set of downs coming into a 2-minute warning. 10 to 7, 2 minutes left. Let's see if the Mounties can get a stop on defense. Is that a false start on Royce Freeman? I think that might be a false start on. Yes, it is. False start. Royce Freeman sets up a 1st and goal at the 5 instead of at the 1. Probably should be at the 6, but it's fine. Bowen back to throw. He's going to find a target, and that's going to be a touchdown to Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown! Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see at all. I mean, unless you want Denver to win, but man, that was a long drive. Took up a good chunk of the 2nd quarter. And they're up 17 to 7 with a minute and 56 seconds left. Fortunately, the Mounties have all three of their timeouts still to go. So with proper play and good time management, they should at least get 3 points. I'm hoping they get at least 3 points on the board. So as we're saying, we got the trip formation up at the top. 1st and 10. Brissett, he's got time. He's going to throw a beautiful pass for the 1st down. I think that's Malone with his first pass of the day. There you go. No huddle. 12-second runoff. It's going to be a catch. That is going to be a catch. I think that's well with the catch. That's a 2nd and 8. Minute left. No huddle. Brissett throws an interception. Oh no, throws the interception, and just as quick as they were driving, he can get up the ball that was at him with the interception. Not what you want to see. Now Denver can come back and get even more points on the board before the end of the half. They've got all 3 of their timeouts. Bowen's got all the time in the world, but he's going to stay out a little too long, and he's going to get sacked. I think that might have been Cashman coming in with the sack. It could have been Godis as well, but I mean, we'll take it. Sets up 2nd and 17 with 35. Forced Denver to burn a timeout. Bowen's got time. He finds his target for the first down. They're going to call that second timeout. They're going to call their second timeout here. They have 49 seconds left, but they're in Mountie territory. Not liking this so far, but we'll see how it plays out. That handoff to Royce Freeman. He's going to break a tackle, get past the 45, down to the 43. Setting up a 2nd and 5. Oof, the defense is not looking too good, and that's going to be another catch. This time it is going to go to number 19 for the first down. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They get the pass off just in, ball off just in time. Pass off to the sideline. That is not going to get them any points. That is going to be the end of the first half. Ooh, that could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse than it is right now. But we are down 17-7. You know, passing yards were kind of close, but they are killing us on the rushing yards. Killing us 89-10. That's probably the huge difference. That and Jacoby Brissett interception. So, but we'll see. We do get the ball to start the second half. Hopefully the second half's a lot better than the first one, as we get to the 26-yard line to start this upcoming drive and start the second half. We got 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends on the field with the running back in the backfield. Brissett's going to get back to throw. He is not going to have any time to throw, and that's going to be Von Miller coming in with the sack. Not how you want to start. Not how you want to start the second half. Not how you want to start this drive off with, especially with Denver having the momentum that they have. This is going to be a handoff to Davis for a 13-yard carry, setting up a 3rd and inches. I have scary suspicion that they're going to throw the ball here on 3rd down, and that's the case. It's going to be a catch to Jake Butt, and that's going to get us a first down per set. 15 of 20 so far, so 154 yards. And the 1 interception that came to us at the end of the first half. Here we go, Brissett. He's got time. He is gonna be lucky that wasn't picked off, because that could have easily been an interception. Harris, his X factor is up and is in use. Not what you want to see. If we get another handoff to Davis, he gets maybe a yard. Setting up a 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. It's going to be a screen pass, but Davis isn't going to hold on to it. That's going to lead to a 4th and 9 at the 44. Jace, if you're still watching, are you a Browns fan, or is that just the team that you like using in Madden 20? As we get the touchback on the punt, with Denver will start to drive at this point. Let's go, boys! Bring it up! You must be getting tired of seeing me. Yo, first down, play action pass, Bowen. All the time in the world, he's going to find his target for the first down. Come on, boys, let's go! Let's go! Yeah. Honestly, the Browns offensive playbook is pretty good. It fits Baker Mayfield's skill set pretty well. So I could see why the Browns get a lot of play. And the Browns are one of those teams where you can kind of use multiple different playbooks. Like if you wanted to use the Chargers playbook, the Browns offense works really well off of it. I know Pittsburgh's can work really well off of the Browns roster. So it's a very versatile team in my opinion. And I understand why a lot of people use it. But who's your team? Like, do you have a team in real life? that you follow, because I know a lot of people, I tend to notice a lot of people who play Madden, like they have a team, they have like that one team that they root for. So, like for me, for example, I'm a huge Packers fan. Like that's my team. Like I've been a fan of theirs since like '97, '98. So like that's been my team for a while. So that's probably the team I'll end up using, and I'll probably end up using later. If we get throwing a nice throw to get them inside the red zone and down to the 8-yard line. Ooh, Hamilton, 4 catches, 57 yards. There we go. Roy Freeman with a run. He's gonna get 6 yards on that run. 76 yards. And we're only a third way of the way. Third. Whew. That's gonna be, doesn't get tackled. That's gonna be a rushing touchdown for Royce Freeman. And that's gonna put Denver up 23-7. With this point after it, it'll probably be 24-7. Yep. 24-7. And we've got 8 minutes and 44 seconds left in the third. Let's see. Hopefully my offense can get some more points on the board. If we get up to the 31-yard line, so decent field position to start this drive. Hopefully they can get it together and actually get some yards out of it. As we got 1st and 10 here. It's going to be a handoff to Davis, who's going to get -2 yards. He's going to lose 2 yards on that run. The Broncos read that play perfectly. Sets up a 2nd and 2. Oh. And there we go. Oh, breaking the tackle. But just barely get past the line of scrimmage. Sets up a 3rd and 12. It should be 3rd and 11, but you know, officials stop the ball. They stop the ball. Just enough time to get that off. Von Miller's chasing after Davis, but this is going to be just not enough as we get the 1st down on the 13-yard screen pass from Brissett. 3rd reception of the day sets up a 1st down at the 43. We got to play action. Some time. He's going to find Treadwell out there for the 1st down. Gets all the way to the 35-yard line. And this is officially a drive. We've got 1st and 10 here. We got 1st and 10 here at the 35. We've got 1 wide receiver, 3 tight end set. 2 of them going out in motion. He's going to dump it off to Anderson right there. Gonna lose a couple yards on that. Probably should have thrown it away, but you know, if I'm not playing, I can't complain too much about it. As we get 2nd and 12, it's gonna be another screen pass. Robert Foster, he's gonna step backwards before going forwards, and he's gonna lose a yard on that. He's got 3 catches for -7 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 13. I should say 3 rushes for 7 yards. Come on. That plays out. So it's going to be Treadwell with the catch. Another catch gets us into the red zone at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. That is Treadwell's 4th catch. He's got 44 yards. Pretty good. I mean, he probably should have a lot more off of that one deep pass that we had. As that passes to Jake Butt. Jake Butt's at the 5. He's going to bully his way down to the 1. Oh, so close to the touchdown. So close. So close. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 1. Brissett is going to try to do play action, but he's going to get rocked by Bradley Chubb. Sets up a 2nd and goal at the 8. I mean, not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, it sucks that you take a sack, but I don't know if you necessarily want to be that close, especially when our offense has been throwing the ball a lot better than they've been running the ball. So I guess it's nice to have a little bit of space, but I mean, we got 3rd and goal at the 5 and put up 3 yard dump off. He's got some time. He's going to throw it right to the Broncos defender, and he's going to drop it. Sets up a 4th and goal. Let's just take the 3 points, get it to a 2-possession game. It'll be 24 to 10 with this successful field goal with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the 3rd. All 3 timeouts. Still got a shot. We still have a chance here. So, but we'll see. this kick is going to actually be returned. And the Broncos get just short of the 25. But the way that their offense has been playing so far, like, I don't think it's necessarily going to matter. We've got a 1st and 10 at the 24. Let's hope our Mountie defense gets the stop here. The handoff is to West Freeman. West Freeman's going to get 8 on that carry, pushing him to 86 yards with just at 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Second and second. That's going to be another handoff to Freeman. Freeman's going to get 4 yards on that, getting right to 90 yards on the game. Oh, PJ Williams with the third tackle. That's another run by West Freeman. He is over the century mark.
Let's go, baby.
And he's not even the number 1 running back on that roster. That was Philip Lindsay who went out pretty much in the 1st quarter with a wrist injury as Bowen would throw it to his target. Excuse me. For a 10-yard gain, setting up the 2nd and inches. You'll probably see a handoff to Royce Freeman here. Yes, you will. Royce Freeman's going to get the yard. They need the 1st down. Setting up another 1st and 10 as we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got the Denver Broncos up 24-10. And this game would be a lot closer if you just take the 2nd quarter out. The 2nd quarter, the Broncos just had the ball for so long, and our Mountie's offense was not doing well. I mean, we had the Brissett interception to deal with, so not what you want to see. But fortunately, we get this false start as we get a delayed handoff to Freeman. Freeman's gonna get those yards back and then some. That's gonna be a 6-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 9 at the 43. Danny Trevathan right there on the tackle. We get another play action pass, and he's gonna be sacked. That's gonna be Freeman coming in with the sack, our 3rd on the day, setting up a 3rd and 18. I'm not gonna put it past Denver to get a 1st down off of this play because they've had passes they've gotten good chunks of yards on passes so far, and Bowen's got time to throw it. He's gonna find a receiver, but he's gonna go out of bounds. After the 8-yard gain, they're going to punt the ball here on 4th down. Probably something you don't normally notice, but if you watch CPU versus CPU games, you tend to see kickers actually kicking 60 plus yard field goals, even if they're at like the 39-40 yard line in enemy territory. Is that's going to be an incomplete pass? That's Harris Jr. on the coverage. Yeah, the rushing, passing, we're doing okay passing in comparison, but we need to run the ball more. I might need to go in and make an update. I might need to make an updated playbook to make sure that we run the ball more, because that's only the fifth carry on the day for Davis, and he's averaging at least 5 yards a carry. That's going to overthrow his target for setting up a 4th down and bring it on a unit. Oof. Not what you like to see. Not what you like to see. Definitely could have been better. They're going. Ooh, so that's going to be a return. I'm going to stop at the 17.
Let's go.
But we've seen this Broncos offense, I should say. We've seen this Broncos offense drive. So hopefully this defense gets a stop. And we get another sack. That's Vic Beasley coming in for his first solo sack of the day. Second one that he has been a part of, setting up a 2nd and 14 at the 12-yard line. They've got 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. They're going to hand off to Freeman, who's going to break a tackle, but forward momentum is not going to help him. He's going to lose a good chunk of yards. I believe that might be 4 yards lost, setting up a 3rd and 19, maybe 5 even. Setting up a 3rd and 19 at the 8. Looks like we're going to send 2 guys up for the blitz. Just catching all the time in the world to throw. He's going to find a receiver for the 1st down. There's a 26-yard pass to Courtney Sutton. Not what you want to see. Extends the drive when we had when we had them on the ropes, and that's going to be Royce Freeman. Ooh, and he's going to be hurt on the carry. The guy that's done the most damage to us is now unavailable, at least for another player or two. We get 2nd and 9 here, and they're going to hand it off. And even though I say that, they're running back. Aldridge comes in with his 3rd carry, getting to 20 yards on the day. He has one of the touchdowns for the Broncos for the day. 3 wide receivers up at the top. That's the drive. He's going to have Aldridge to throw. He's going to find, I think that's Aldridge again. But for the 3-yard gain, he might have been out of bounds, but 3 yards is 3 yards. They're going to get a 2nd and 7 to 47. Quick little screen pass to Aguilar. Aguilar's going to get met at the 48 and lose a yard on that pass, setting up a 3rd and 8. Yes, setting up a 3rd and 8 at the 48. It's Quincy Wilson coming in with the tackle. We get 3rd and 8. Bowen's got some time. Bowen's going to hit his receiver, and that's Sutton on the catch, but Sutton's hurt right now too. That's a 2nd guy for the Broncos to go down on this drive alone. But still, we've got a 1st and 10. Play action pass. Bowen's got some time. Bowen almost picked off. That was close to being picked off, and instead that's going to fall harmlessly to the ground for an incompletion, setting up a 2nd and 10 here. Ooh, this game's going by pretty quick. Pretty quick. Ooh, and that's going to hit his target in the hand, so he's going to fall harmlessly to the ground for the incompletion. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ooh, he's going to find Aguilar for the catch and the completion. That's going to be a 23-yard gain. Boy, and the Broncos hit past 300 yards passing on the day. Our defense is not looking good. Our offense is looking worse than that. And that's going to be Aldridge coming in with another down. 10 yards on that carry, getting him to 4 carries for 31 yards. And gets him down to the 2. Here we go. It's gonna pass. Receiver right open in the back of the end zone. That's a touchdown. That's gonna bring them to 30. That's gonna get them to 30. Another 30. Yeah, that play's gonna be under review, but it's also gonna be a play that's gonna be reviewed as a touchdown. He made sure to stay in bounds with both feet. Touchdown, 30-10. We've got 7 minutes and 15 seconds left with the point after, and the point after is going to be good. I don't think I've seen a missed point after, unless I'm actually controlling the guy. But as it stands, it's 31-10 with 7 minutes 15 seconds left in this 4th quarter. I don't see the comeback happening in this one. We'll probably most likely take the loss and bring our team to 0-2 on the season. And just making matters worse with the false start. But if you're watching and you're not quite sure what's going on, this is what I like to call the Jerry Jones experience. So where you're the owner and the GM at the same time. The goal is to take a team, as you got a Broncos injured player right there. You take a team and you set all of their contracts to 1 year, so that way when you start that first off season, you've got no guys on the roster. And the way that Gold Sparrow and I started it is your first year you can go after any guy as long as they're 78 overall or below. And then 2nd year, you can only go after a guy that's 80 overall or below, as we are going for it on 4th and 7. And then after the 2nd year, it's 85. And then after the 3rd off season, any player is eligible to be grabbed. It's an interesting concept. It kind of forces you to build from the ground up. And you really have to be selective on who you actually bring onto the roster. Because one bad signing, especially when you're dealing with the low overalls that you start off with. One bad signing can lead to definitely harm your team. When it comes to, so you got to be careful when it comes to signing and drafting. When it comes to trades, you can only perform 3 trades a season, and then trades have to be. They have a third running back that is out. That is Aldridge. That is going to come out the game. So they are down to their 4th string running back on the game. As Bowen's going to go back to throw. He's going to find a wide open receiver, and that's going to be a touchdown. Again, just running up the score, bringing it to 38 with a point after, with just over 6 minutes left in the 4th. But yeah, going back to it, for trades, you can only make 3 in a season, but you can only trade for guys on the block, and you can only trade guys that you've put on the block. So, like, for example, if I put Vic Beasley on the block, I could then use him in a trade for someone else that's on the trade block. But the player you acquire has to be on the trade block, and you cannot trade a player for draft picks. But so, like, I couldn't trade Vic Beasley for draft picks, but I can include draft picks on a trade. So if I wanted to trade Vic Beasley and a third, try to bring in, say, I don't know, let's say I wanted to use Vic Beasley in a first for Jalen Ramsey. If Jalen Ramsey were in the right overall, like, you could do it that way. But I couldn't trade Vic Beasley straight up for a 4th round pick unless that's what was offered by a TPU. Like, I couldn't actively go search for that trade, but if it's presented to me, I can take it. And then if your guy gets injured and you put him on IR, you have to replace him with someone on your practice squad. You can't go out and just sign a free agent. So you got to kind of utilize the practice squad how some teams would in real life. So it brings an extra little bit of challenge to the game that to the mode that we're trying to do in the Jerry Jones experience and how we have it. It's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely it's definitely the most fun I've had playing with franchise mode in a while, especially with how inconsistent franchise mode can be in Madden, and especially with the lack of real variance with how Madden has their franchise mode set up. Pretty fun. I would recommend you try it. Definitely forces you to be a little more frugal at times, but it also forces you to kind of look at what you're trying to do and how you want to build your team compared to just signing a bunch of guys that are pretty good. As we get down to the 3-yard line, loving this drive. I just wish the offense could drive this well and do this a little more consistently. That's Malone's first catch on the day. We got the trip formation there. Handoff is to Davis, and we've got a touchdown. Woo! Second touchdown on the day for Davis, and that's going to bring us to 16-38. 17 with a point after. Not the type of game you would want to have, but I mean, even with that, still a better game than week 1 in my opinion. Offense is looking a little bit better. We definitely don't have the amount of turnovers. Ooh, we're going for the onside kick, and that's going to go right. That's going to go right to Hamilton. He's going to get tackled at the 46-yard line. Hopefully they don't score. Hopefully we can keep it 38-17. We got a screen pass to start, and that's going to be open for a tackle for a 1-yard loss. That is going to be a solid tackle, bringing us to the 2-minute warning. Almost done. Almost done here. We've got 2 minutes left. Here we go. Another screen pass. That is going to be Aguilar. Aguilar is going to get. So it's going to count as a rushing attempt because that is a backwards throw for 3 yards, setting up a 3rd and 8. It's Williams' 5th tackle on the game. Alright, now the handoff is to, I don't even know who that's to, but that's going to be a face mask call, knowing Madden. Yep. That's going to be a face mask, and that's going to be a first down.
Let's go now. Go to base. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Oh, it's going to be a... Ooh. That's Nick's second carry on the day. That's going to hopefully get us to 38 seconds left. I was hoping that we can just get through this without giving up a score. First and 10 here. 30 seconds left. It's going to be a screen pass. Probably count as a run to Hamilton. Yep, it's going to count as a run. 26 seconds left. He does get out of bounds, so stops the clock there. Here we go. Second and second. But we brought the blitz, and we were able to stop them at the 8 seconds left. 7. They might get this last play off to try to get another score. And no, they're not. They're going to let the timer run out. That is going to be the end of the game with the final score 38-17 as our Toronto Mounties lose in a bad way to the Denver Broncos. Brissett had the one turnover, and just look at the yards. I mean, 188 rushing yards to 38. Like, that alone is gonna explain why the Broncos have 38 points compared to our 17. Only one turnover, so turnovers aren't really as much of a factor in the last game. Okay. Here we go. You've got 1 minute left. Are you playing a game yourself, or so? So I think so. What I'm gonna do? We got one injury. Let's see what we've got here. Those with the broken thunder. That's one of our better players on the roster are out. There we go. Hit ready for time, and that is going to finish up the stream. I'll start a stream real quick, separate to this one, so that way we can kind of get everything set up and get everything going for our game. But I'm gonna end the stream just so that way if someone runs it back, they don't have to listen to us trying to get the game going. So I'll just make a separate stream for that. But as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you all have a great day. And as always, take it easy.